Hat tip to Marcus Turner and Michael Black. Best wishes for Memorial Day to all. Here they come marching past the houses, shiny boots and khaki blouses, stiff as the creases in their trousers, standing tall and straight and strong. They all keep in step together, glint of steel and flash of leather, braving every kind of weather as they boldly march along. You may dismiss it as a ploy for the enlistment of the boys who'll be impressed to see the toys and play the games that can be played. And you may well prefer abstention, but I feel compelled to mention you do well to pay attention when the boys are on parade. Your sons before they're older, they'll be stronger, they'll be bolder, just a thing to make a soldier, and we'll turn them into men. They'll be taught to follow order, keep the peace and guard the border, to protect us from marauders and defend us to the end. But the position they'll be filling is to be able and be willing to be killed and do the killing when there's a price that must be paid. And you may well prefer abstention, but I feel compelled to mention you do well to pay attention when the boys are on parade. In the defense of a community, decency and unity and equal opportunity, we stand prepared to fight. There's a threat to our position from aggressive opposition, then with guns and ammunition we'll defend with all our might. We'll dehumanize and hate them, send the troops to decimate them in the name of the nation. All it stands for is betrayed. And you may well prefer abstention, but I feel compelled to mention you do well to pay attention when the boys are on parade. The whim or intuition of an elected politician makes a melee without condition when the monster quits the cage. It's a machine that knows no quarter, drawing death and dealing slaughter, raping mothers, wives and daughters in an all-consuming rage. We may well decide we need it, we'll pay to arm and feed it, but can you tell me who will lead it when decisions must be made? And you may well prefer abstention, but I feel compelled to mention do well to pay attention when the boys are on parade. Some will wonder what's the fear, say there is no danger here, but there's never been a year when soldiers have not been at war. And the eternal executions and the bloody revolutions and the ultimate solutions too have all been seen before. And there's always someone scheming, and some nights when I am dreaming, in the distance I hear screaming, in my heart I feel afraid. And you may well prefer abstention, but I feel compelled to mention you do well to pay attention when the boys are on parade. They come marching past the houses, shiny boots and khaki blouses, stiff as the creases in their trousers, done tall and straight and strong. Is it any cause surprise that now the women march beside them? Will they have wiser gods to guide them in discerning right from wrong? 'Cause every step is a reminder of the threat that lies behind. If we forget the ties by find us when the decisive game is played. And you may well prefer abstention, but I feel compelled to mention you do well to pay attention when the boys are on parade. And as the procession passes by, consider the sight before your eyes, for it will be you they kill and die for when they're sent on their crusade. And you may love them and adore them, you may hate them and abhor them, but for God's sakes don't ignore them when the boys are on parade.